Got my old bitch in this new coupe. These bitches made me cold like a Robitussin. If you ain't talking about the money, then there's no discussion. Bando, I hate these niggas, they just rap about it. Bando, and all my niggas, they just trap about it. Bando, I had your bitch, she was coming through. Bando, now what you want, nigga, one or two. Bando, I hate these niggas, they just rap about it. Bando, and all my niggas, they just...
Yo, what's going on? It is your boy, Brooke Acosta, and I'm back in the building. And you know what podcast this is. And you know who I got with me. This is the Fuck Your Feelings podcast, otherwise known as the F.Y.F podcast. And when I'm on this road of fuckery and not giving a fuck about your feelings, I got a motherfucker in this car, that shotgun. You feel me? That fuck shotgun. This motherfucker Uzi. Not Lil Uzi, but he went. And he goes by the name of Mr. I Hate It Here. Let me get a round of applause for Mr. I Hate It Here, this motherfucker. Yeah.
What? Thank you for having me. Had a good week.
Man,
Okay.
talk to me.
Nothing happened. No mammy. No mammy moments. Nothing.
What was so good about this?
And I want to thank. I have to go all the way back to last week. This time,
What happened?
our resident life coach told me to tell people, like, stop telling myself that I'm too much for people. Oh, I've been so arrogant this week. No. I've been just enough. No, I'm not too much for you. You just can't handle the supernova, which is Jeff Crawford. Okay?
Oh.
You hate it here because you can't handle me. So I'm comfortable with it now. I was trying to balance it out. I don't even care no more. So shout out to Ty. I mean, I still do hate it here, but I'm happy to be here today.
The fact that you
Let's go.
enough was something that really resonated with me this week, because I watched a movie called The Kindergarten Teacher on Netflix. And it's with Maggie Gyllenhaal, who is the best, ugliest actress to ever live. Maggie Gyllenhaal, I don't give a fuck how naked she get. My dick go back inside itself. My dick Benjamin Button. But the reason why I said enough is because this is a movie about a teacher who is obsessed with poetry, and she lives a very mundane life until she runs across a 5-year-old prodigy in her class. And he's like Jay-Z. He doesn't write any of his poetry down. He just walks around the class and mumbles it. And one of the poems that was really dope, it was about Anna. And it said, Anna is beautiful. Beautiful enough for me. When the sunlight hits her skin, it's like a sign from God. Now, mind you, he's 5 years old. And what caught me with it was, like, he used the word beautiful twice. Anna is beautiful. Beautiful enough for me. See, this 5-year-old kid had already established his limits and terms and said, you know what? I don't need this extra shit. She is enough for me. And so this white teacher kidnapped this nigga, took him to art shows, all this goofy shit. And it all, she broke down when she realized, guess who Anna was? Her teacher's assistant.
His mother? Oh.
So if y'all ain't seen The Kindergarten Teacher, Netflix, listen, man. Netflix got a little...
Put it on the list
Netflix
right now.
got some bullshit that you might want to check out. But you know the bullshit that they really on? You know they about to go bankrupt in March, right? Because they're going to stop people from using...
Y'all going bankrupt in March.
Yeah, in March, it's over. These niggas are literally going to be stopping people from having multiple users on their stream. Yes. And it is over.
And on top of all that right there, who do you think you are?
Who
do you think you are? Everyone's been using your platform.
Why you think you got the whole shit? Jeff, what you say?
I say, I haven't paid for Netflix since 2011. I don't give a damn if y'all know it, see it, whatever the case may be. I've been using somebody else's account. And yes, I'm not going to go off and go get my own Netflix account when they say that we can't use it anymore. No, that's going to be the end of it. And on top of all that right there, the person's account that I'm using, I use it more than they do. So guess what? My auntie might end up just saying, you know what, I don't even need this Netflix no more. Let me go ahead on and get rid of it. But on the same note, I don't think that I could use my Amazon streaming at your crib if you got a Fire Stick. I think like you could only use yours. Like I think Amazon has it set up the same way. I'm not absolutely sure,
I think that
but
I've let people use my Amazon account before.
oh, all right, cool. I wasn't
Who
absolutely
use my
sure, but
HBO Max?
it's an asinine move. I mean,
It's the illest
why?
shit. Like, why the fuck we can't share passwords? We're already paying an exorbitant amount for every month. Every 3 months, this shit went from like
They
$7.99.
going
I
up.
think this shit $20 for what? I ain't never seen Stranger Things. I don't give a fuck about Stranger Things.
Never.
I don't give a fuck about little kids.
Never.
They ain't the Goonies.
No,
The only reason I fucked with Netflix, and this is my old 80s self, to watch Cobra Kai.
I started fucking with it when Sons of Anarchy came on there. When
Never
Sons of
watched that shit a
Anarchy
day in my
and
life. White boys on bikes
that shit
selling
is
dope.
dope to
Never.
me.
When Sons of Anarchy was out, I was really fucking with Breaking Bad. I was a Breaking Bad.
I was fucking
I'm
with
a
Breaking
Breaking
Bad
Bad.
too. I'm
Speaking
still
of
a Breaking
Breaking
Bad fan.
Bad, have any of y'all seen Your Honor?
I seen the first season.
The
I
first
seen the
season
first
was
season, and I thought it was pretty dope.
Bryan Cranston cannot do any wrong to me. Bryan Cranston, is Jeff still frozen or he good?
He's only frozen on here. He's good on there.
Oh yeah, he's good. You good then?
I'm good. I see
We
myself moving.
good because it'll when you download the shit, it'll process. So Bryan Cranston is TV gold. He went from one series to the next. That's a testament of a fucking actor, man. I hope he never does a movie again in his life. Just stay to fucking. You know who's one of them niggas I think like that? And this
Well,
is just our little TV talk, y'all.
mhm.
I really fuck with Wood Harris's brother.
What is his name?
His name's
Yeah. Goggles.
Goggles.
Goggles from oh god, what Sugar Hill?
Was he in Sugar Hill?
Yeah, I think he was Goggles
Yes,
in
the
Sugar
bald
Hill.
head
Hold
nigga.
on. Let's go. We got
He's always a cop ass nigga or some hating ass.
always or some fuck ass cop, yo, for real. Damn, what the hell else he was in recently? I can't think
He
of it.
was
I
in
watch stream
he's
so
in
much and watch
BMF.
it. That's it. He's
He's
a
been in a
BMF.
bunch of Tyler Perry movies where he beating bitches up. He just off the chain. This guy's off the chain. He's off the chain, but there's a lot of great TV out there. If you find the time to watch it, reach out, man. Go support them black people, man. Other than that, man, no mammies in your week. None of that, man.
No, I had a wonderful week. I'm moving this weekend.
Oh, you
So
moving
like
too?
I'm moving to the other side of Jacksonville. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving, but I just need to go be around more people that look like me. And I
So
mean
you're a
that
privileged black
respectfully.
guy. You live in an all Spanish neighborhood.
Yes, I live in an all Spanish neighborhood, but at the same time, I'm moving to a quote unquote retirement community. Like it's a gated community here. It's a whole bunch of black excellence over there. I've never seen any. Nah, I think I seen like one white couple, but everybody out there owning home crib and anything like that right there. So I'm comfortable with it. I don't have niggas coming to ring my doorbell asking me for a cup of sugar. Because that was one of my biggest when I was getting ready to move over here. I didn't want to go live around a whole bunch of niggas.
Well,
I just
speaking
don't.
of a whole bunch of niggas, there's a bunch of niggerish shit going on, man. And this story that I'm about to bring to you, my nigga, this is so depressing. I didn't even want to bring it to life, bro. I didn't want to bring it.
Damn,
This shit
that
is
bad?
crazy, man. Hey, Mo, man, I need you to show the clip, man. Just show the fucking clip of the fuckery. You don't have to do that. Just go to the tab. Share the window. Share the window. See, we're working with it. We're working. We're working. Share the window. All right. So let's, in the words of Warner Wolf,
Oh!
let's just get into the videotape, man. Go ahead, man.
Go. T-
Pictures with her baby, matching her in a damn thong. Now, I was done after seeing this. And I see it as an individual who is trying to get likes, positivity on social media, popularity off the back of her damn child, literally off the back of her child. Lotto, your thoughts on that?
I agree. I cannot believe that you put a thong on a baby.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus. First off, that last statement fucked me up. She ain't have nothing else to say,
Fucked
but
me up big
baby's
time.
asses ain't clean. She have nothing else to say about you setting this baby up for whoredom. You setting this baby, like, if this baby become a porn star, right? She could go look in her history and say, look, this is how I started, nigga. This is how I fucking started, Jeff. Jeff, goddamn, what's going on, bro? Talk to me, man.
They should lock her monkey ass up for child pornography. Put her ass in jail. You showing out that baby booty out here, knowing that you wrong. You all the way wrong for that, man. Lock her dumb ass up. And on top of all that right there, you did it for the
Oh
gram.
my God.
You did it for the gram. For the gram. Where's this child's father?
Yo, the child
Where are you,
father,
homeboy? Where are you, homeboy?
he probably
Where?
sagging somewhere, high off a perk, doing videos with Uzis in them. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Did you know how
Twisting his hair like this.
Because let me tell you something, bro. Have you noticed you don't see naked babies on TV no more in diaper commercials? Remember, we grew up watching naked
No, you don't see that
babies
shit no more.
on diaper commercials, right? Or we used to watch babies walk around with diapers. You don't see babies with diapers on commercials no more. They pour some motherfucking water in that shit
Nah.
and say this shit will soak up the baby's piss. So if that these young mothers are so fucking clueless. Why would you do that? Why would you?
I'm not a parent. I mean, closest thing I have to a child is 22. So I mean, she didn't do any of that
Yo,
shit. So
I would not be
man,
surprised
listen.
if her baby father next week catches a domestic violence case on her. Fucks her up. You got my
He should have been caught one already. He should have been caught one. Like this shouldn't even be news. Like the news should have been him catching the case over this.
my thing.
That's just me. I'm not promoting violence or anything like that right there.
If you're
But
gonna get a baby a thong, right? At least get a baby a wig, because the baby was bald head in the back. Like, get the baby some hair. If you're gonna get
bald head,
this,
scallop
you seen the baby had a little bald spot in the back of his head? Like, bitch, at least get the baby a sew-in or something. You already got it a thong. What's next for?
Man, you might as well.
What's next for this kid? An OnlyFans page?
The lashes.
Oh my God.
The lashes are next for this baby. The lashes. Know what I mean, and I'm just trying to think. Where did she think this was cute at? Where's this young lady from? See, we didn't go all into detail and find out everything and things of that nature right there, yo. But
She's from the South. It's some ratchet bitches in New York and up top, but this is some Southern shit. You put a baby in a fucking sumo wrestler outfit. The baby looked like a little sumo wrestler. That ain't even no thong. It look, and when you get a thong store, you go to and be like, you know what? I need a green one, I need an orange one, and she need a bra too. Yo, we need. Yo, next week I'm gonna have to.
It's just better outfits that you could have picked, Ma. It's way better outfits if you wanted to dress like your daughter.
First off, have some fucking class, bro. But you know what? Class is going for crass. I'm watching Love and Hip Hop reunion last night. It ain't a natural bitch. You know the most realest person on that whole show? And this is ill.
The person that's interviewing
Is
everybody?
Mama Jones. Jim Jones' mother, the only person on that show that ain't got fake titties, fake ass. This is the world we live in, man. I'm glad I had a baby. You gonna have to deal with these. You have to deal with these new bitches because you ain't got no baby, and ain't no bitch at 47 trying to have a baby.
No,
So
I don't know. I might just find one. Who
yeah, she
knows?
gonna have a son that's
Who knows?
26 and he just went away to school. You gonna find that cougar. That nigga gonna.
That nigga look
But
crazy.
speaking of crazy, man, you live in fucking Duval County, and
Yes, I do.
fortunately and unfortunately, your governor is Rick DeSantis. You know, Pretty Ricky, what they call it. So recently, your governor,
Mm-hmm.
Rick DeSantis, said, and I'm gonna read this shit real quick. Scroll up a little bit so I can read this shit. Scroll up a little bit. Because my reading. Scroll down a little bit so I can read it. My producer don't know how to scroll down. But DeSantis says Florida rejects the new AP courses on African American studies for imposing a quote unquote political agenda. Let me go down a little bit. Let me just get into it a little bit. Right? So basically, what Rick DeSantis is saying is that, right, he said Monday that the state is blocking a new advanced placement course on African American studies because it includes the study of queer theory and political movements that advocate abolishing prisons. Quote unquote, this is a political agenda, DeSantis said at a press conference in Jacksonville. Duval, that's what the wrong side of the line of Florida standards. We believe in teaching kids facts and how to think, but we don't believe they should have an agenda imposed on them when they are trying to use Black history to shoehorn queer history. You are clearly trying to use this for political purpose. God damn. So, Mo, go to the next screen. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all what this curriculum included, right? This is some bullshit, right? Because I believe personally, and what the word co-op means, is I'm trying to take your shit for the benefit of mine, right? Now, Rick said that this is what they want to put in the agenda. The intersectionality and activism. We're going to get into intersectionality in one moment. Black queer studies, right? Now, let me just state this very clearly. There are so many LGBT, gay, Black people that I hold in the highest super stupid regard. Starting with the illustrious, and he might be in my top 5 Black people of all times, James Baldwin was a homosexual. One of the first poets I ever knew in my life was a homosexual by the name of Langston Hughes. One of the greatest plays that I've ever read in my life was A Raisin in the Sun, written by a lesbian woman by the name of Zora Neale Hurston. Okay? So when we talk about, and we're not going to forget the brother that was down with Dr. King that was making all the moves. They did a documentary on him. His name is Maynard. I want to say his name is Maynard Jackson. Don't quote me on that. And some people even said Harriet Tubman was a lesbian. We have no problem with our Black queer LGBT icons. But let me reinforce this to you first and foremost. They were Black before they chose a sexuality. And what they're trying to do is put sexuality before your genetic DNA. And see, what they're doing is co-opting. They trying to put this gay shit next to Black shit. And to all my gay people out there, I love y'all. I love y'all. But let me tell y'all one thing. Y'all are niggas. Y'all are Black people. Before you started getting fucked in the butt and before you started eating pussy, you was.
Oh, you ain't had to
You
say
like
all
it though.
that.
You
Go
like
ahead
it.
though.
Hey, Claude, I know you're thinking of something, Claude. Hey, Claude, you's a nasty. Hey, Claude, you's a nasty motherfucker. What you thinking about, Claude? Fuck you. Anybody out there know that's my top 5 movies life? Talk to me, Jeff. What do you think about them including this LGBT queer shit, our curriculum for black people? Or what do you think about that? About black people?
First up, first up, I want to attack my governor and call him a racist just from the door. I just want to go ahead on out, put that out there. The fact that you want to take away black studies, but at the same time you
But
still have
listen, why
Asian
taking
studies,
away the black
you still
studies,
have
sir?
civil.
He said because in the black study agenda,
Hmm?
they're pushing that gay shit.
It's still the same thing being pushed in Asian communities and all other communities and things of that nature. I feel as though it's something racist
You think
that
it's
what he's doing.
hold on, gay people are so
And
racist?
yes, I
I was
think it's
getting
racist.
then you got
No, I think it's racist the fact that the fact that yes, we do have LGBT, we do have gay
no. I
people in
want
our
to say
community,
all
and you
the
listed
letters,
a
please.
bunch of them.
Say all the letters. I see you cut it off because you couldn't get all the letters right. Did you get all the fucking letters?
LGBTQ community. I
It's
got it.
actually
Okay.
longer than that. It's
Well,
Oh, listen, hold on.
LGBTQIA.
Before you jump in the room,
plus.
first and foremost, we have our illustrious host that don't never show herself. Jazz. Well, we're not gonna say it. Not gonna say her name, but this is Miss No IG.
Well, I had to. I mean, you guys switched the app on me last minute, and so for some reason my
Yeah,
camera's not working on here. So that's
you
something
got
I'm
to you
gonna
got
have
to
to
you
set
got to hit
up.
the button that says put your camera on.
Yeah, it's not letting me. It's telling me to change my settings. Did it? Not working. So I'm not sure what's
Well, don't
happening.
worry about it because I'm gonna send you a picture so you can put that up when we send
Sounds
you a
good to
picture.
me.
It was working before on Zoom.
Well, good. Yeah, on Zoom, but for some reason with this app, I don't know if I just didn't
Yeah,
do my
Jeff,
settings right. It just keeps telling me to
Jeff,
go
you're
through this
very
whole
clear
thing.
over there. I see that Beijing beard, but
Fuck you.
I like your shirt, Jeff. Very nice.
Thank you. Thanks, love.
Yes,
uh,
yes,
this
yes.
is your rule.
So
This is
how's
gonna be the
everybody
last
doing
time you're gonna
today?
be black screened. We're not playing that, okay? Your fans want to see. Okay, so you need to be over there hitting buttons trying to figure it out. Grant I just sent her the
Yes.
app, so she got to work on it by next week. So, all right, but let's get back to the point. Jeff, how the fuck you feel? How the fuck do you feel that them? That's racist. Gay people are a sexuality. They are, for more inclusive. They are a fucking a group, but they're not a race. If you woke up one day and decided not, you ain't a
For the simple fact, while I'm calling them racist, because the fact of the matter is these things are taught in other curriculums, regardless if it's gay or not. LGBTQ studies are taught in other communities. Why does it have to be attacked on
That's
us?
what. That's why
Why does it have to be no? We
teaching
can't do it
black
because it's
studies.
something black.
First off, intersectionality. That is. Let me just break that term down for you. And here we go on the screen right here. What intersectionality is, it says that the interconnected nature of social categorizations of race, class, and gender as they apply to given individuals groups regarding overlapping. Okay, let me break this down to you. It means that everybody got to struggle, right? And that the black man's struggle ain't no different than
Hmm.
nobody else's struggle. And that we all got struggles. The Polish struggle, the gay struggle, the midget struggle, the fucking pedophile struggle. Everybody's struggle is intersectionality. Fuck you. Don't teach my a black man's struggle ain't a gay man's struggle.
Okay, but you also have to understand that DeSantis, the I understand what you're saying, but the platform that DeSantis is coming from is a platform that it's banned because it has to do with African
That's
Americans.
it.
So when you get into African American studies, and then you understand how the LGBTQ was introduced to African Americans, it might even go as deep as to us being chattel in slavery. He doesn't want those things brought to light.
Hmm.
Those are things that he doesn't want
Hmm.
children, the Caucasian people who might join these type of studies to
Ooh.
realize how Black people were treated during slavery when it came to LGBTQ matters. We have to also touch on in slavery, there were, if we're going to say that being gay was something that people are born with, then we're going to have to dissect the fact that we once were people's property, and which means that gay slave masters had a say in what they did and when they did it to our men, and the
Well,
lesbian women who were
I'm
these slave masters' wives also had a say in what they did to
gonna add on to what you're
enslaved
saying,
women.
that the whole conquest, the whole exploration of America was a gay man's fantasy to go somewhere else where they could do all that gay shit and fuck people and do what the fuck they want. The motherfuckers that made these colonies were homosexuals, criminals. These wasn't the best of the.
Well, I'm not going to say that because I don't think that every slave master was gay, but I mean, I'm sure that there were a lot of sexual fantasies on the ends of the slave masters and their wives that were played out
Jazz,
amongst
I'm gonna need you to
their
do. I'm gonna need you to
slaves.
do an expose. Give your project. I'm gonna need you to bring up some shit about white women contributing to the over sexualization theory of the black man in slavery, because these white bitches was fucking us, killing our.
Well, I don't think that I think that the over sexualization of black men in slavery come from the fact that black men were only revered for their capabilities of impregnating many black
Correct.
women at the same time. So I think that what um the exploits as far as black men were the fact that they were able to um, have these high sexual staminas, which allowed them to populate for slave masters and then in turn not be able to bond with their children and bond with
Hmm.
their offspring. So I think that is what exploited the black man and his I guess the fact that he was this mandingo. That's where that whole term mandingo comes from. He has this stamina. He has a large,
You get a
area.
dick?
I mean, which we all know is kind of like not necessarily true
What are we doing here?
in all aspects of black men. I mean, not all black men are well endowed. But I think that the mandingo stereotype comes from the fact that these men were able
And
to
they on that
produce
motherfucking
large
auction
amounts of
block. They
children.
pulled that motherfucking sheet up off our dick. And Master Wife was in town with us. And she seen that dick. She said, "Buy him, buy him." That nigga could have
Buy
been a
him,
pig.
buy him. And it was all so we could reproduce more and create
Yes,
more
and
property.
our
That's all that
stamina,
shit was
because you
back
have to
then.
understand that
You know
we,
what I mean?
as Africans, we were in shape.
That's why
We hunted. We were
Hmm.
hunters. We were gatherers. We plowed fields as slaves. We were constantly in a state of activity. We were constantly active. Our bodies were, even though we were being
well,
starved,
well.
our
First and
bodies
foremost,
were
not to
in
cut you off,
pristine.
Jazz, but that was one of the tenets of bringing us over, because the first slaves in America were the American Indians, but they couldn't take the sun. Them niggas was dying, and one of their priests said that a priest of these motherfuckers said you should go get Africans because they are stronger and they can withstand the sun. But I'm gonna bring it back to the point why I agree with Rick DeSantis. Rick DeSantis said that they're trying to push the agenda, quote unquote, within black studies. How about we take out the queer shit and just have everything else but the queer shit?
I mean, I don't think honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that that's something that we should do. I think that honestly, we have to, as a black race, as
Where the
much as
fuck
we
is
are
the Italian
against
queers? Where the fuck do you
this.
learn Italian
Okay,
history?
wait, hold on. Listen, just you have to hear this out, because I think that this is very much a big
Uh-huh.
problem in our community. Being that um, there's a huge stigma around being lesbian, bisexual, gay, queer. We had a big highlight in the 90s and early 2000s about Down Low Brothers and how that affected us with the HIV and the AIDS community, because people were not allowed to be themselves. Whereas
I'm
in
gonna kill you
other
for this. I'm gonna
communities,
kill you. I'm gonna
let's
kill you.
say even Latin, wait, hold on. Let's even say Latin communities. When you look in Mexican communities, right? They accept their transsexual group of people, and they
Yo, but
actually have
they're
a
not
name
a
for them. I would
race
have to
of
look that up to.
people. Please stop. Please stop.
Okay, but if you look at if you look at a lot of them, they do have roots in
Oh
slavery,
my
and a
God.
lot of them
Oh
do
my
have
God.
African
First and foremost,
ancestry.
you are a fucking hypocrite, because I remember about 2 years ago, me and you fell out is because I said if everything starts in Africa, then homosexuality start in Africa as well. If we're gonna take the good, if we're gonna take
And we had
Started
a
in
falling
Greece.
out because you told me no, and you told me that it was buck breaking, and that's what caused homosexuality
but
against
we're
African
not
people.
we're
And what I said to you was that what I said to you is that when you are thinking about studies, African American studies and things like that, then you also have to group in the fact that most of these books and these studies are based around scientific research
but
and
you
scientific
science
measures. So if we're gonna listen, if
right?
we're if we're gonna listen to these books, if we are going to push higher education, if these are the things that we have that we're going for and we're pushing, then we also have to be inclusive to the fact that these books are science based, that these books and things that we are reading, these things that are taught in college are scientific research and these
Right.
and very
And let me
scientific factual based studies. These are not studies that came from
but
my
I just want
great
you
great
I
grandfather
want
who was a slave. These are studies
yeah,
that are
people
written from people
yeah,
who have an
people
understanding
don't
and a
fuck.
learning from some type
First
of
and foremost, you got
European
white
culture.
people trying to equate us with them. First off, let me
I
finish. I'll
don't
let you build.
what
I'll
white
let
people
you
are you speaking
land.
of?
I'll let you land that plane. No, you
Yeah,
let
but I'm
me
asking the question that's sliding off. You said white
I'm
people, so I
talking
would
about
like to
the
know what white people you're speaking
intellectuals, the
about.
white people that write the books, right? They already saying that black people are racist because they want us to. They don't want to be racist. Hear me out. White people
Who
say
is
black
saying
people are
this?
racist too, right? No, we're fucking. Oh, you never
I've
heard of?
never heard
I
this.
heard. I heard plenty of white people call black people fucking racist.
No, I'm talking like to
They
my
are.
face. I've never.
Well,
I'm
black
a
people
racist.
racist?
I've.
They are.
I
No,
mean,
black people are ethnocentric. See, the difference between being ethnocentric and a racist is a black man can stand on the corner of Wall Street and say, "Don't give niggas loans," and nothing will happen. He go in a boardroom and say, "We're not doing nothing for white people. Nothing gonna happen."
But if he says it about Spanish people, something's going to happen.
No,
If he
hear me
says
out,
it
hear me
about
out.
Jews,
No,
something's going to happen.
nothing's gonna happen to a black.
Something's going to
Nothing
happen if
is
he
going.
says something about the Jews.
Nothing,
yes,
no,
Kanye
nothing
West is a
is
clear
going to happen.
example of that.
Nothing is going to happen to the Jews. See, racism is when you got power to say something.
I don't
No,
agree with that because
let me
if you look
explain
in the
something.
history in
No.
Brooklyn
Jazz,
when they
Jazz,
killed
let me
a
explain
mob
something.
of
A
Jews,
black man cannot be racist because systematically we don't have power. We can be a bigot.
If you're saying that minorities can't be racist, in which case
Minorities
minorities,
cannot be racist.
right? But the LGBT community right now is a
so
minority. There are still other minorities other than black folks.
And what do
out
the
there.
LGBTQ community got that other minorities don't have in the world?
A drive to change things.
No, white men. Ain't no white men in the Spanish movement. Ain't no white men in nigger movement. Ain't no white men in the movement. No.
Hey,
Hear me
we got
out.
a couple
When
sprinkled
the
in.
LGBT community is
what was the
because
lady that went to
right.
that was at the school teaching and she was trying
When
to
you
pose as
include
a
white,
black woman
say
and she
that
was
again.
part of the NAACP?
Virtue
Right.
Dolazal.
But
Yes,
she didn't
that's
have
her
any
name.
power. Power is when I can redline you. Power is when I can change your curriculum to take real black facts off the table. Power is when I can say, bitches, y'all gotta have babies or you go into prison. Power is when I can say, you know what? That's fucking power. No black man got power. As much power as Jay-Z got, as much power as we think these niggas got, they don't even have the power of Mitch McConnell. If you talking about power, where I can stop a vote, you ain't got no power, nigga. So a black man can't be racist in America. We could be a bigot. Hey, I'm a bigot.
So basically, then no one can be racist in America
Exactly, because
except for
they're
the
the
white
only
man. Is
ones
that
with
what you're trying to say?
power to change your life. A white man
So what is it called when one minority
self
group does not like another minority group? What is the?
hate because we're
I'm sorry.
both getting up.
That's not
Listen,
self-hate because I
if
don't I
two
don't
bitches
classify other
is dick,
minority groups with our
excuse
group.
my language,
That's the problem with us. We're trying to group this whole new thing with black and brown as if we're all
no.
one.
We're
We are
all
not
one
all
under
one.
the
Let's
foot
be
of
very
white
clear. Black and
supremacy.
brown is
Fighting
not one.
minorities.
But we are not one on the wrong of escaping white supremacy. See, what white supremacy does is that it gives you the hope. White supremacy is a girl that jerks your dick but never gives you pussy. Right? She'll kiss you on every date, jerk your dick, all that fly shit. But you'll get close to the pussy. You'll get really close to the pussy, but it'll always be an excuse. But you're in the building. She might have give you head, but you ain't fuck her. You know what I'm saying? That's white supremacy. And they need numbers. It ain't that many white people coming up in this world. White women is fucking black niggas and Spanish niggas. So what white man said is, you know what?
And they're sleeping with their own white men as well. Let's be very clear
But
about that.
Yeah, let's keep it
I don't
real.
give
Yeah, let's be very clear because when you go to places like Kansas, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, it is very clear that they are
okay.
extremely
That's
European over there.
but then you go and count
Ain't no niggas out there.
Yes. So I mean that might be happening in our in
white people.
our in our city kind of areas, but that's not happening in the deep south.
What's
That's not
happening in
happening
the
in the
deep south?
Midwest. I mean, I'm saying, like, if you go into places where there are very few black people, like in the rural South, where they are very separated, for instance, like Texas, if you go somewhere in Texas where there are places in Texas where there is like maybe 2 or
And
3
there's places in
black people
Texas
in
where
their population.
it ain't a lot of white people.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, you're saying that white women are like at large mixing with different races. I mean, yeah, there are dibbling, dabbling, but let's be very clear. White people's preference at this point in time, it's still white people.
The more
Just
niggas,
like
Well,
Asians,
I
let me tell
think
Asian,
that's true for black
yes,
people too.
Asians, wait. Let's be very clear. Asians'
you,
preference
not
is
at all.
still Asian.
Asian,
Latinos' preference is still Latino. The only
I'm not
people
the
whose
guy
preference is
that
moving away from being
a
their
Chinese,
people's preference is black people. Black people are
let me say,
slowly
an
moving
Asian woman,
away from
Chinese
that
woman
being their
would choose a
preference.
white man over an Asian man. And let me tell you why. I went to China.
She
I'm
choose a
not,
black man.
no,
She
no,
choose a
no.
black man over an
Okay, so
Asian man.
No,
I had a
you didn't
conversation
let
with somebody regarding this the other day as well. So
me
the thing about it is that a white man will be chosen over any minority group when it comes to minority groups, except for when it comes to the black, that not even say black, because Caribbean is different. The African American women will not choose a white man over a
I'm glad.
black
Hold
man.
on. I'm glad
Every
you
other
made that
group
distinction because an African man, I have. Yo, let me tell you something. If
will
you
indeed.
got a little bit of money, dear white men, let me help y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some game. If you got a little good job, you could fuck the shit out of a big booty African. They are damn who?
And a Caribbean woman as
Yeah,
well. A
yes.
And an Asian
Yeah.
woman and a white
Caribbean
woman.
woman, yes. And that's what I'm saying. The only women that at this point still have some type of loyalty to their men
You
are
mean
African American men,
women,
regardless of how bad we're
women.
bashed and
Say women,
how
Jazz.
many
You said African
platforms we're
American
talked
men
negatively
got a
about.
loyalty to African American men.
Oh, I meant African American women have a loyalty to, well, African American men definitely have a loyalty to African American men. I'm not. That's another topic.
No, we don't.
That's
No, we
another
don't, because we
topic.
killing each other left and right.
No, I'm talking about, listen, there are times where I have seen men want to hang out with their homeboys
Yeah, because
more than they want to hang out with their
bitches
woman.
be.
And I don't see that in any other
I ain't never met a
group of
bitch that
men.
just put me up on TV shows and be like, "Yo, you watch Godfather?"
I don't.
I can't agree with
know.
that.
I've met a chick or two
Chicken
that
too,
put
and
me
you
I
on some
can't
close
agree
your
shows,
with
bitch.
man. I'm sorry.
Shut up.
yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
So
can't.
Chick,
just to
chick,
wrap this
And
up,
I
just to
off the
wrap this
top of
up,
my head.
Rick DeSantis, in my opinion, I
Well, wait, because you've been calling him the wrong name all night. His name is Ron DeSantis.
Ron
I
DeSantis.
said Rick DeSantis, right? Who the fuck is he then?
All
Derek?
night long.
Ron, that's Ronnie boy.
He's Ron
Ron
DeSantis.
DeSantis.
Ronnie
Ronald
boy.
DeSantis. And I think that's his middle name.
And he is a descendant of Italian
Oh,
immigrants.
and the whole time I thought he was just a hating ass Cuban. I'm sorry. My
Yeah,
bad. Sorry,
I
Cuban.
thought the same.
Miami.
I
My
thought
boy.
the same thing. I thought the same thing. I did some research. Come to find out, he is not of Cuban
I
descent.
thought
He is
this nigga
actually
was a
of Italian
Cuban.
descent.
All right, hey Rick, man.
No,
Thank
he's
you
an
for not
Italian.
letting the people go out that
He's an
shit.
Italian.
Mo, let's move on to the next topic, man. Let's move on. Yo, we run like a machine over here.
His
Oh
middle
my god.
name is Dion.
Oh Lord. He got a black father. That nigga. All right. Hey, Rick DeSantis, I think your mother got piped
Whoa,
out
okay.
by a wide receiver from Northwestern High School.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
and that's why he's
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 not, nigga.
trying
He's
to
not.
get rid of the
Saying,
black
he's just
curriculum.
saying
Okay,
when a
that's what
nigga
it's about.
named Dion,
Go
he
ahead.
got some black in him. So he's just saying, yo, if you're gonna tell the black story right, you ain't gotta put the gay shit in there. You're gonna figure that out anyway. You ain't gotta put that.
It's part of the
All right.
story.
So we
It
back on
definitely
these
is.
motherfuckers. These alphabet boys. These are new alphabet. Let me tell you, there's two alphabet boys I'm scared of right now. The FBI and the LGBT motherfuckers. Now, these motherfuckers that attacked Aretha Franklin. Aretha fried chicken loving Detroit native Aretha Franklin. You hear me? Now, these gays done said Aretha Franklin's song, right? We ain't gotta watch the song. It said that Aretha Franklin's song is fucked up because it makes them feel like they ain't shit. Let me just read the little shit. Mo, let me drop the shit, man. Let
Oh
me read this
God.
shit, man. Let me all right. It said, I now debunked means they ain't shit. Activist group in Norway. What? Hold on. First and foremost, we can't even get his credence. It's some niggas in Norway. But first off, they said they called for Aretha Franklin's song "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman" to be removed from Apple Music and Spotify after they deemed the lyrics offensive. The transcultural, I don't even want to say this, the Transcultural Mindfulness Alliance. Too many names. Listen, hey, listen, hey, niggas that cut off y'all dicks. Look, niggas that cut off y'all
The
dicks. You gotta get
TCMA.
a shorter name, nigga. Nobody ain't trying to say all that, all right? You cut your dick off, get a shorter name. Okay. It's the TCMA. God damn. Took to Twitter last week to condemn the ballot, citing it has ignited harm against transgender women. Aretha Franklin's 1968 song Natural Woman perpetuates the multi-harmful anti-trans stereotypes the organization tweeted. There is no such thing as a natural woman. Look,
What?
first
First
off,
off, did they even listen to the song? That's the first thing that I want to know. Did they even listen to the song?
Honestly, that's
Because
what
she's
I'm
saying how she
me,
feels. You make me feel, me, Aretha Franklin, me feel like a natural woman. So how the
And honestly, friends
Go
can
ahead.
actually relate to that, because if they're making love to one of their partners, their man, he could be making them feel like a natural woman. So if anything,
Ta
Listen,
to
first and
promote
foremost, let
that
me give
song.
praise to
ta.
the immaculate pen of Miss Carol King. Let me give you this. Miss Carol King has one of the most immaculate pens in pop
She's the
culture. She
writer.
wrote the second highest selling female album of all time. It's called Tapestry. I listen to it all the time. You're so far away. Anybody else staying the same anymore? Right. So she wrote this record, right? A woman wrote this record, right? About feeling like a natural woman, right? Hey, trans people, find y'all a Carol King who talk about getting her dick cut off and make her write a song and make that shit be the testament of time for
You're fucking
48 years,
horrible.
okay? Have people make another record over it called You Make Me Feel Like a Cut My Dick Off. And then, listen, why are you doing this to Aretha Franklin? They got too much
He's
power.
horrible, ladies and
They got
gentlemen.
too much power to even tweet some stupid shit like this. James Brown made a song
Well, they
called
got
It's
shut
a Man's
down. So
World. What's
next,
coming
we're
next?
not even spending
It's
no
a
time.
man's world.
Yeah, no.
and,
Yes, and that's going to be a misogynist
and
song.
Beyonce recovered and covered
Beyonce
it.
covered what?
Beyonce covered it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
This is a
speaking of
man's world.
Beyonce,
A woman covered that song.
Well, they're also attacking Beyonce in Dubai for accepting millions
you
of dollars to perform in
oh,
Dubai
tell
for
me,
one
Jazz, what's
hour,
happening?
stating that
Tell me what's happening. What they doing to
She's
Beyonce?
the capitalist.
so the LGBTQIA plus community is attacking Beyonce for her choice to perform in Dubai for 1 hour, stating the fact that Dubai is massacring and imprisoning
No
LGBTQIA
fucking
plus
rules, nigga. It's
members
called
of their
rules.
community.
Beyonce earns $24 million for 1 hour. Let's say a 45-minute concert in Dubai. Fuck. Let's give a shout. I need a clap for the. Oh my god. Let me tell you something, man. We need a round of applause for the Queen, motherfucking B. Give me a round of applause for the Queen B, man. You know what it is. I don't give a fuck if she
The queen of the
she the
Illuminati.
our
I don't
producer
know
is,
about all that shit.
but but at the end of the day, let me tell you something, man. For a black woman that earned $24 million in 45 minutes, I don't give a fuck. And she wasn't fucking, and she wasn't selling black people out, and she wasn't cooning. I gotta get beyond. No, she's a Carter. What the fuck do you expect from Beyonce? She's a fucking Carter. What do you expect from Beyonce? Carter.
What do you expect?
Oh, Mrs. Carter.
Mrs. Carter.
Blue Cantrell couldn't pull that off. Motherfucking Free couldn't pull that off. That's why he married her. Let me tell you, that's why he married her. LGBT. Let me tell you something, man. Stop hating on Beyonce, man. I think she should win R&B Album of the Year. And this is the first time in my life they say it's an affront to workers. They mad because Beyonce went and got a bag. If you don't get the fuck out my face, if you don't get the fuck,
I don't understand that. Like they want to pay her to be there. I'm gonna take the motherfucking check. What the hell is?
I, I was
I don't see what's wrong with black
I
people
think it
getting
was
money, and
brilliant on the
people got something
owners
to say
of
about it.
that club. Dubai is becoming a new destination for black people. Am I correct? Niggas say, I want to Dubai, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I'm not. I'm not going. I'm not going because
Oh, you want
they're
to?
not gonna let
Yeah.
me
Guess
smoke
what's
no
going to
weed
happen
over
to
there,
you?
so I
You're
ain't
going to
going.
fucking die.
It's
You're
fucking
going to be
mine. I
Jeffrey
ain't going.
Brenner. But if you trying to attract, hear me out. Hear me out. Think about this. What population of America spends and buys in every and anything? Black women, right? But
Black
mainly
folks.
black women. They buy a
Yeah,
lot of
black folks
bullshit
in
here and
general.
goofy shit. Let's be honest, right? Right? So why not have the queen? Why not have the queen of black women?
Yeah.
Oprah don't dance, right? Oprah don't dance. Who's next after Oprah? Michelle Obama don't dance,
No.
right? Right? Who the fuck else next to open up a hotel where you want black people to come and spend all of their income tax, spend all of their gambling money, all of their OnlyFans money? Who else? Where else would you go? I'm going to be honest. Right.
Okay.
Next year, Ashanti will be there.
Yeah, you might as well.
No. Ashanti next year for $7 million. They're going to break it down. In 10 years, motherfucker, they're going to have Big Frida in there. Like, release yourself.
Oh,
I
no.
love Queen B. And speaking of that,
Oh,
are
no.
you watching the Grammys? I don't watch the fucking Grammys. You watch the Grammys?
Mm-hmm. I record them. I record them just for the simple fact that I always love the performances. You never know who's going to perform with who, and it's probably a one-on-one type of event that
Black
you'll
people
never
didn't
see
start
again.
watching the
So
Grammys
that's
until
the
Michael
reason why I
Jackson
watch.
started. We didn't watch that shit.
Well, that was about that was about the
God damn.
time when you and I was
Michael
supposed to
Jackson,
start watching.
man,
We were little
he
kids when that
had a little
motherfucker
boy
moved
on his arm,
Okay.
a white bitch, a monkey in the car, and a monkey. What kind of nigga
And a
is
monkey.
this, dog? He was cool. Speaking of failure and terrible niggas, and I hate to give this
Man,
nigga any kind of shine. Yo, that new R. Kelly album. That shit, yo, let me tell you something. Nigga. You know what? I think I can play it. Because you know what? He ain't got no label. I think, yo, producer, producer, I think we need to go to YouTube, type in R. Kelly, I admit. Let me tell you something.
R. Kelly is muted over
I
here.
know he
so
is the worst
I
person
don't
on the
partake in R.
planet.
Kelly.
And God,
Hey,
but
we already discussed them on episode 1.
Right there.
We
Georgie,
already
let me tell you
admitted that
something.
AHF's going to jail.
He just need to make music from jail, just gospel music, just saying he's sorry. Just say you sorry. He ain't apologize to nobody. He a terrible nigga, y'all. When you think about him, but let me just get off, Rob. But the album is amazing.
It's on my shoulder. I can't keep my head up. Life is full of drama, and it ain't getting no better. Police fight people.
Oh, let's talk. God damn, that shit was not.
That nigga can make some music. I'm sorry. That nigga make you want to dance, yo. Come on.
Yeah, I felt like I was in an episode of Boondocks. That shit was amazing. Oh, I think we got somebody in the building with
Do you understand me?
Who is that in the building? Somebody in
Who that is? Hello?
We got a little.
All of us know each other.
All right, so we're going on to our next topic, man. What? Oh my God. Let me tell you something. We're about to talk about some vanilla elite. Do you know what vanilla elite is? There's only a few elite white coochies in this world. We talk about the vanilla elite of coochies, right? We're going to talk about, she's in the top 20 or top 10 elite coochies in life. Hey, what's up? Who are you, miss? I don't know who you is. Who that?
Does
Hey man,
doesn't she have Hep
everybody got
C?
a little herpes. So it says
That's
it says Pamela.
Oh no.
you're a piece of shit. I just want to say that.
Okay,
My friend's
hey,
horrible.
but it says let's go. Pamela Anderson, right? She talking about all her sescapades, right? When she was, let me tell you something. Back in 1997, I was the coolest nigga in Deacon Hall, nigga. I had a picture of Pamela Anderson, Madonna, and Carmen Electra on my wall while dating nothing but black girls.
Hey, that wait, whoa, that doesn't
God,
make you a coon at all. All three of them was
damn.
fine as
But it
fucking
says, okay,
97. That makes you a man. Doesn't make you a
Pamela
coon.
Anderson is peeling back the curtains on her thinly veiled love life. You was the first person with a sex tape, bitch. How is it thin? Okay. Alleged that Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, once made her an offer she could refuse. Pamela's quotes, he offered me a
Adrian.
condo and a Porsche to be his number one girl, says the 55-year-old washed up box bitch in her new Netflix documentary. Pamela Anderson, Pamela, a love story coming out when we don't give a fuck. But she said Stallone, 86-year-old drunk punch nigga, alleged argued that his proposal was good as gold in Tinseltown. He goes, "That's the best offer you gonna get, honey. You in Hollywood." And Pamela Anderson turned it down. He offered her a Porsche and a condo. Right? Right? I gotta give a round of applause. Let me tell you something. That's a dope offer for it. Jazz, is that a bad offer?
I don't want to comment. I have no comment.
Mute her camera. She had to just.
Okay. I know.
I guess what's
Where
hey
you at?
girl.
Hey, girl. Hey,
Where
y'all.
you?
How y'all doing? Let me.
Okay.
Huh? I'm gonna say this. Pamela Anderson could get half of South
Okay.
Philly's firstborn. Okay. I mean, have you looked at
God
Pamela?
damn,
Pamela
she's fine.
Anderson is a
I don't know what
fine
she look
white
like
woman.
now. She's 55. And white women, well, that's Julia Roberts.
Listen, for 55, she can still get half of South Philly. I mean, she could get all of Philly.
I seen her on Sunday Moves this morning when they was talking about the documentary. She wasn't as hot as she was in '97. I'll just keep it real. They was talking about the documentary. She ain't as
Still
hot as
have
what she
Lance.
once was. Continue on though. Good
I'm
luck.
gonna tell you like this: if Pamela Anderson came up to me and said she wanted me, I'd drop
Damn.
it.
Pam, word, Pamela.
Pamela
Damn.
Anderson. I had a crush on
I
her in
did.
'95. Why
She,
y'all looking at me like
but
that?
Hey, Brooke, you
it,
did
it,
call her elite coochie.
This is not a
it's
friendly show.
You did
elite
call her
white
elite
coochie.
coochie. You called her
You
elite
have
coochie.
goddamn Pamela Anderson, which is she's second tier elite coochie. Elite white coochie.
She's elite. I mean, she's the top
At this
10.
You got
at
you
this
got you
point of
got
her life,
Angelina.
cause she
You
damn near
got
60.
motherfucking Cindy Crawford still out in these motherfucking streets. You got motherfucking Jesus. Cher is still
Yeah, Cindy
fucking
Crawford still
niggas
looks good.
younger than us. That's elite Indian white coochie.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That is elite Indian
Elite
coochie.
Indian white coochie.
Kate Hudson.
Yeah, this joke
Hey
man.
Kate, I saw you in Knives Out. That is elite. Don't
I'm
get
over here
this.
getting
Just
judged.
like to eat a
I'm
little
over here
white
getting
pie.
judged right now. So
Kate Hudson was amazing.
How did you see
Almost
her in Knives
famous.
Out?
Okay. Kate Hudson. But when you're in Hollywood, you know what
Kate Hudson.
say?
starting to look like her
Pam
mom
didn't
to
say,
me. To me, she's starting to look like her mom. No,
oh,
I mean her mom was elite too.
Goldie
Her
Hawn.
mom was elite. Kate Hudson is okay, but her mom was elite.
Goldie Hawn, yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey,
I
if
was
you're a
elite.
black man and you haven't
once or
jerked off
twice.
the
So
True
hey, what are you
Lies,
gonna do?
the pole scene when Jamie Lee Curtis tied up goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger, let me tell you, you don't. But
And the
back on track.
boobs is
Get back.
out here. Oh
Let
my
me get back.
god.
Slow down, everybody.
All right.
What she didn't do was tell us what point of her
Slow down.
career that
Slow
was
down.
at. Because let me tell you, Hollywood,
Oh,
if you're
Jamie
just
Lee?
coming into Hollywood
Mm.
young, 21,
No.
to be Sly Stallone's number one. Oh, look at Kate Hudson. God damn it. Look.
She's
Yes.
okay. She's not
That
a
is
mama.
that
She's not a
is
mama.
that knobs?
And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that
that's knobs out.
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna
crazy
tell
as
you.
hell.
She's not her
I'm gonna
mama
tell you
though.
some elite,
Her mama was
elite white
elite.
coochie out there.
Her mama was
Shout
elite
out
in the
to
70s.
shout out to Iggy Azalea. Okay,
In
Iggy is
the 70s.
elite. Iggy,
Yeah.
That's not elite white coochie.
Nah, that's mayonnaise. That's mayonnaise. That's mayonnaise. That's mayonnaise.
Iggy
Mayonnaise.
Azalea has her
Niggas done ran through
new
that shit. That's
OnlyFans
not
page. It's
elite white
$25
No,
coochie.
that's
a month.
mayonnaise.
And fuck y'all.
I'm in the wrong business.
You won't
I'm in
see
the
me
wrong
paying it.
business. Nursing is not for me no more. I want an orange on this page. Well,
Wait. What
Listen.
you subscribe to this
$25.
chick, bro?
No, I'm not creamy white
She need to be
red
giving you
phone.
$25 a month.
$25 a month. I went out to
What
Delta
is
again.
what
Hold
is
on.
everybody's beef with Iggy Azalea?
I
Hold
want
on,
out
My
to
beef
Delta
with
nurse.
her,
right
You
I
have to
just
now.
don't.
slow down. Jazz, what do you say? What's the
Hold on,
problem?
mute yourself. Mute yourself right quick.
What is everyone's issue with Iggy Azalea? I don't see a problem with her. She's never
No,
offended the black
because she's
community.
bad.
She's never done anything out the way. She has never, she's actually stayed in her spot after she had the baby. She never really went too
Word.
hard on her
Yo,
black
say
baby
that again,
father.
Jazz. Could you
She
say that
went
one
kind
more
of
time?
quiet.
Could you
I've
say
never
that
seen her
one
go
more
against the
time?
black
She
man.
never
Nothing.
shitted on what's Playboy Cardi. She
After
never
she
shit on Playboy, yo.
She never shitted on the black community, period. And even after when she was asked about her surgeries, all of her enhancements, she said that she does idolize the black body and the figure and the shape that the black woman has. I don't have any issue with her.
I
She
don't
gave
either.
props where
I would have
props was
guessed it.
due.
I don't have an issue with her. I don't think she has killer instincts, but I think she's a sweet girl.
Okay. I don't have an issue with her. I have an issue with Brooke calling her elite white coochie.
Well,
That's
I
my
mean,
issue.
honestly, the way that she carries
Okay.
herself and the props that she gives to the black people and the recognition she gives us for her
That's even
fame,
white
in my book, she's
Gucci.
elite white coochie too.
And
Oh,
elite
hold
white
on.
coochie ain't got niggas running
You
up in there.
self-hating
Okay.
little fuck. You
Elite white
self-hating
coochie ain't
little
got
fuck.
niggas running up
Because
in there.
you
Okay.
came with
Just don't. Right?
a white.
Yes, I
Oh
do.
my God.
Okay. Elite
Oh
white
my.
coochie don't
She
have
looks
niggas running
phenomenal.
up in it.
Look at
Okay.
that woman.
Oh
That
my
woman looks
God.
phenomenal. I need to know
Like
who her doctor is.
she looked like
Yeah, me too.
she looked like the
Eh.
white dream I thought white women looked like everywhere. Like when you went to Livingston Mall, you thought, oh, white women. She's a, you know what? And she looked like she probably can make some neck bones. If you fuck with her in YouTube, she'll make you some neck bones. So I just say that she's elite white coochie. So is Pamela Anderson. And at the end of the day,
You're a wild boy.
Sly Stone was dope for just giving her a little heads up. Take a condo and a Porsche. That'll get you around LA. You can't get around LA on a bus. Big titties.
No, he was
Why
a
is that a
typical
predator? That's a
Hollywood
man
predator.
offering a woman.
I'm glad she
That's a
didn't fall victim to
proposition.
that. She's, first of all, we have no idea how old she was. I mean, come on, we see this play out time and time again in Hollywood. I'm glad she didn't take the bait. She carried the Baywatch show. She was the face of Baywatch. She made her own path. You know what I'm saying? And she got with Tommy Lee, who was right in
Hey,
her
Pam,
lane.
you was the first
You
one with a
made the right
sex tape.
decision,
I
Pam.
watched it a few times, splashed off a few times on the boat. Hey, Tommy Lee, you fucked her better than Ray J fucked Kim. I respect that. We on to the next. Yo, what's the next, man? We got some more
Ah.
bullshit, and this is what we do. What's the next topic, Mo? We got a producer here on set. She switches us on and off like a DJ. She getting it together, and boom. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hated my first time. So I paid $10,000 to restore my virginity. First off, let me just say one. She's a porn star. There's no way you look like that in life and you work in an office, right? Nobody's hiring you to work at Morgan Stanley looking like that. You are a walking sexual harassment case. My dick will be hard every meeting just walking past you. But it says a Miami woman is claiming she underwent pussy surgery because she wanted to have sex like it was the first time. Influencer Julielle Melarus, who has made headlines for looking like Kylie Jenner, explained that she endured the $10,000 procedure because she wasn't happy with the way she popped her cherry. She was 17. I was a 17-year-old teenager when I lost my virginity to a 30-year-old guy. Oh my God. Let's just go back to the picture. Just pull up the picture. Let's pull up the picture. Is she trying to reverse history? Can you actually unfuck somebody? Because that's what she's trying to do. Can you unfuck somebody?
No, I think that that's not what she's trying to do. I think that she, by going, public with these type of things, she's putting herself out there. This is bait. This is bait for a man with some money to come and say, "Well, I'll pay you this certain amount of money to bust your virginity again, to pop your cherry again." So I mean,
God damn.
she's a businesswoman.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. The
You
fact
might
that she is a
have paid
businesswoman.
10,000, but now you're gonna make 100,000. So that's just what that's really about.
Maybe even more than that. But
Yes, definitely.
what I think is, and what I know is, you
You
can't get
can't.
unfucked. You can't put toothpaste back inside the goddamn tube.
Jeff, could
It's
you say that
over.
one more time?
Okay, you already done had sex with that 30-year-old man. He's gonna get so many fucking interviews, ma. He's like, look, he can come on fuck your feelings if he wants to. I want to talk to this nigga like, yo, how was he?
She loved it.
Everyone's gonna want
She
to know
loved him
about him, and you're gonna make him
because
famous.
he really
too,
fucked her when she was 15.
That's just what I'm saying.
But she said 17 because it's like a statute of limitations or some bullshit where they fucked maybe in Miami or because she kept it right at the point where it was legal, right? She didn't go to fucking he fucked me when I was 14. She kept it right at that legal age.
Well, if you read the story, it says that after he took her virginity, he discarded her and didn't give her anything that he promised. So if this young lady is not American, she might have been in her country, in her third world country, selling that dussy, selling that virginity, thinking that she was going to be able to level up her family, and it didn't happen. So now she figures this is going to be her second chance.
Yo,
you still gotta go in your yard, ma.
Yeah.
Jack, what was the
chicken still run across your backyard?
Yes. The lights still all go
Tell
out
me the
at
play.
8 p.m.
What was the play she had in mind?
Huh? So it was like, she obviously figured that, she was going to give this man her virginity. He discarded her. He didn't give her, what he promised. So he was promising, a couple of, pesos or whatever.
This ain't Mexico, motherfucker.
And
this is Brazil.
The pesos fell through. Well, whatever.
Hey, whatever the fuck it is,
it was American money.
The Brazilian dollar. I don't know.
She's Brazilian? Well, no,
that
she
pussy
might
was
live in
on the
Miami
street.
now. That doesn't mean that that's where she
was
lost
on
her
the
virginity.
Yeah, that don't mean that.
Yeah, she was on the streets of Cartagena, whatever the hell, Colombia somewhere.
So the nigga promised her.
She was in Old St. Juan.
Mm-hmm. And then he got his white ass back on his plane and went back to America and left her ass in the Colombia. And then she found her way here through IG.
Oh my God. Jazz, I think you have to do another documentary. It's called I Found My Way to America through IG. Yeah, yo.
Yes. Yeah.
Yo, she think
This nigga's
think
this
she's
nigga,
the
this
pop
nigga's gonna give you like 4 projects
nigga.
before the
I
night is
found my
over.
way
You
to
still have mad
America
shit to do, yo. You
through
got homework, cuz.
Wow. I wonder how many Ugandan big booty
Mm-hmm.
bitches have done that. Is it easy for the Nigerian big booty girls to do that? Wow.
I mean, it's not.
But them
It's not
Spanish
as
girls,
publicized, so I can't speak on
I,
something that I don't know about.
Maybe that's what the fuck I need to do.
But I mean, I do
Call
know
me up.
that a
Find
big
out what
thing
you
with the
like.
passport bros right now is that a lot of men right now,
mm-hmm.
you know how Latin American countries were so like highlighted, right? But unfortunately, at this point, due to the fact that it's become like the extreme popularity, they're basically run through by the white and black men, right? So now brothers are setting their sights on, you know, moving to Africa and moving to
The fuck
Thailand
bitch,
and
they
these type of
had
places
some
to
game.
you
They
know, find
niggas
their
gotta go
fancy over
across the
there.
country to meet a bitch they could meet in the club if they had some swag. Look,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's another thing that we had to touch on the other day. I was in a I was under a post and I said if you're corny in America, you're still corny in another country. You just got a little bit more money.
your dick,
I mean, that's just
look,
basically
Hey,
what it
hey,
is.
your dick
you
don't
the
get no
man in
bigger
another
once you go to
country
England.
then.
Nah,
You
you
corny as
corny. No,
fuck in
you
your
corny.
block.
You corny.
I stand on that on all 10 toes.
Yes. You still corny. You just able to help a woman a little bit more. I mean, over here you probably can't move my mama out the projects, but in Guatemala you can
Are
move
you
my
going? Is
mama
you
off
going?
that chicken farm. So
Is
I
you
mean,
going to shut
like,
the
you
fuck
know,
up?
it's a
Word,
difference.
word.
I'm
No more goats.
if a bitch. Yo, listen. If I'm moving,
Oh,
listen. If I'm
I'm
moving
sure
a
that
bitch off a chicken farm, if she shut up and just be like this.
if you move somebody off of a chicken farm, the mother is gonna be cooking you plantains and empanadas every day, and the little children are gonna be washing your feet. You're gonna be treated
We're
like
moving
a
back to
king.
Guatemala.
But once
I
that money run out, I don't know what
still
to
got
tell
$10.
you, brother.
As long as I got
You
$10
better have that
and a plane
retirement,
ticket, I'm moving back to
that
Guatemala.
pension coming through.
I could buy
Nigga said we moving back
I
to
could buy a key of
Guatemala.
cocaine in
We gonna go
Guatemala
ahead
for
and go
$500.
back. We had our run.
I just gotta figure out how to fuck that shit back.
What you gonna do with it? They can't afford that shit down there. They ain't getting high off that
So
shit down there. What they gonna do with it?
I recently read an article, right, about um a certain group of women. They're forming
Dick,
gangs
dictators?
in
They just taking
Colombia, women who are, you know, enhanced. No, they're forming gangs and what they're doing is they're meeting men on Tinder
pause. Only people
because
meet
they have
people
these
on Tinder
apps
is
in
faggots.
different countries and they're meeting men.
Mm, we, I'll bleep that out. We can't monetize that.
Censor yourself. Yes. So they're meeting men on Tinder. Men are coming from America to Colombia. They're meeting dates on Tinder, thinking that these are normal women. They are prostitutes. They are meeting in their dumb minds, thinking that they're meeting normal women who are on Tinder because normal women are on Tinder in the States. So they think normal women are on Tinder in Colombia. And they are meeting these women, and these women are drugging them. A man actually has died. These women are drugging them and stealing all of
Giving
their
them that drug. I
possessions,
saw this shit on
their
Vice. Not to cut you
passport,
off.
everything that
It's
they
some shit
own.
that grow on a
And
tree, right? And they grind this shit up.
yes,
And it make you don't have they don't have to rob you. You'll give it to them. Like they gave this shit to niggas, and niggas walked out, helped them move their furniture. Like niggas was like, "Take my TV. Come on, let me help you move it. My watches are right there. You need help? Like they don't have
yeah. So, I mean, what these women are
I
doing,
gotta
this is not
find
even
this.
something that these women
yes,
are
and they
putting in
come
these men's drinks.
on
These
it,
women are rubbing this stuff on their breasts.
smell it.
They're rubbing it on their, yes. And so as soon as these men go to touch their breast or even touch on them, It's going into their
Look
pores,
at you, Jeff.
and they
You
are being
already caught. You
drugged,
caught,
and
right?
they are being
With
completely
them big ass
robbed
titties,
of
with them
everything
big
they
ass
own.
titties, and they don't speak English, and they walk around with that good old poverty pussy. You hitting, ain't you? Yo, that ain't never been my thing. Shout out to all the black men that just date black women. That's what black. Going to going to like them other countries, like South American countries, have sex with black women. I
Yourself.
mean, sex with those Spanish women. That ain't never been my shit. Like, I could fuck a bad bitch from the Bronx, nigga. Like, I'm not a nigga that can't get Spanish women. A lot of black, it's a
Well,
pervert.
I think that it's an oppressor mentality because, in essence, people don't really want to look at it. When men go to other countries and think that they are getting it off or getting over on
Right,
impoverished
right. The
countries, you
reason
have the
ain't
same
like
mentality as your white slave master.
I'm going to because when I worked on Wall Street,
So,
one of my, the brokers I looked up to was like, yo, we just came back from DR. He was bragging, white dude. Yo, man, I just fucked this 15-year-old in her ass for an hour. And I was like, and
you,
I was
sir,
like,
need to go to jail.
I was like, you brat. I was like,
You, sir, need to
He
be
was
in
out of the
HR.
country.
no,
Yes.
this is
Where's
this is Wall
HR
Street.
at?
We used to sit on the ledge of a 21st building
Oh, he was out
and
of the
get out the
country.
window with our feet hanging out and sniff cocaine. Just sit on the ledge and just sniff cocaine on the We were terrible. We were terrible on Wall Street. We would
Oh,
cash a big
God.
check and order hookers and lobsters to the back room, and just we would we would really just order. It'd be like oh $2,000,
It was HR.
but it was amazing. It was in the
Oh,
words of
hold
Charles
on. You asking
Dickens,
too
it
many
was the
questions.
best of
Go ahead, bro.
times and it was the worst of times. Let's move on to the next topic, yo. And I
It
think
was
this
the
might be our
time.
last one for the night. And I want to call this snatchies. Anybody that grew up in the hood, there was a game called Snatchies, or it was called Left Hand. Give me, what's your Snatchy story?
I
Wait,
ever want to relive that.
Jazz, what's your Snatchy story?
Left hand, give it up. Oh,
Oh shit!
So, I actually have a snatchy recent story. So, recent as a grown up woman. Let
You
me
went
tell
there?
you, I went to Atlanta during
Oh, we
COVID,
got.
okay? Because Atlanta. ATL was the only thing open. I could not sit still any
oh, oh,
longer.
oh, 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 oh. Hold on, sweetheart. We were open. Florida was wide the fuck
Well,
open.
I wasn't going
Continue
over
on
there.
though.
They was get that was it was crazy over there. But so I went to Atlanta and we're staying in a hotel. The hotel is packed. It's so many people. And I go downstairs to the snack bar to go buy me some chips, some sodas, whatever to bring back up to the room. I get in the elevator. It's a few drunk black guys on there. Whatever. I'm quiet. I'm waiting. I see the elevator going up. I'm just praying to get to my floor. They're drunk and they're crazy. They get off on the floor before me. As soon as the elevator door opens, they snatch my soda and my snacks out of my hand and scream
Wow!
snatchies and run off into the hotel. I wasn't
Wow!
chasing them. So that was my most recent story with snatchies.
Mm. Well, I would have went downstairs to the front desk.
And so
Somebody would have got evicted that night.
I was
Okay.
scared to death. I was just happy to go into my hotel room and lock my door.
Mm, mm. No, there was cameras down there and everything. One of them little boys. They
Yo,
probably had
that
a
nigga.
hoodie on and a purse somewhere. Nah, man, you know how them
Jeff, I'm gonna
jokers
need you
get
to
down
slow
down
down.
there. Nah, I
You
mean,
said the nigga in
they
Atlanta
probably
robbed
had
her
some
and had a
slides
purse.
on. Fuckers.
Yo, yo, the flyest purse I ever seen in
They
my
all do.
life
Well, he probably did.
was a
He probably
Jeremy
did, man.
Scott purse. This shit. If anybody know about Jeremy Scott, he was a designer. A nigga had that on at Lenox Mall. That is, let me tell you something. I walked by, I was like, damn, I want to buy my girl that. Dicks.
I wonder what men have in these purses.
Women are
they're not men, sweetheart. So
yeah,
you can stop wondering
I
right there.
wonder what they carry in these purses. Is
what
it
that
like roll up or something? Like what is in these purses? Because I know what's in my purse,
yo
but
women
what is in
are the
their
worst,
purse?
nigga. They got a
Yeah,
whole little thing that they put in their pussy
No, it's not the
that
same as
move around and touch their clit at the same time, and it drives them. No, I'm not saying that, but niggas don't. No,
that's not in my purse.
as men, we don't
It's
have.
somewhere, but it's not my
We don't have.
purse, nigga.
That's not in my purse.
We can fuck with
mine. I don't carry that. I don't want to carry that around with me.
No, no, no. Those things need to
yo.
be
We don't have nothing
sanitized
that
and
makes us
highly
nut and
cleaned.
just go
I
to
don't need
sleep.
that in my
Like
purse.
fake pussies don't work. They got something they can just put in their pussy. Hey, dear America,
Hello,
I'm going to
hello.
my orthopedic surgeon this week, and y'all see how my finger is a little fucked up, right? Because I punched somebody and I broke my finger. So it's been like this for 5 years, right? So they're gonna do surgery on my finger in the next 3 weeks. So I'm gonna be back to. I'm gonna. It's been 5 years since I felt pleasure of this left. I've been writing all, like my nigga, like, huh?
What you
No,
been using? The
them
flashlight? You ever seen the flashlight gadget?
Yeah, the
Yes,
white clear thing with the
yes.
spit. It look like
yo,
lube and spit. It's serious. I'm serious. It looks like lube and
what
spit.
the
It's the
fuck?
nastiest thing I've
What the
ever
fuck?
seen. And men use it, and I'm like, who has
What is the pussy
it?
that squirt?
Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Google it. It's like the nastiest thing you ever want to see.
It's a
And
pussy.
it's like they put, I don't know if they put lube
You
in it and
gotta
then they
take it
Yes,
to
put
eat.
stuff in it. I
yeah.
don't know, but it's
They
just
put
the
it inside
nastiest looking thing
the
Do you
I've
slit.
ever
take it
seen.
to eat?
And I've seen some nasty
Oh, you mean
looking
that dick
toys in
pump?
my lifetime, but that shit looks nasty. And I'm like, who the fuck is offering shit like that? No, not the
No,
dick pump. The dick pump is old. They've been
it's
out
a
since the
yeah.
60s.
It's a pussy flashlight.
Yeah, it looks like a flashlight of a. It looks like a
But you know
male
what? It
rose.
don't.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to describe it.
It don't feel like. I'm sure it don't.
America, please pay attention. America, please pay attention. Brooke has no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
There we go.
There it is.
Brooke, Brooke fucks a lot.
There it is. No, not that. It's not that though. It's not. That's not it. It's another one, and it's like lube and
I
it smells like.
Brooke doesn't have to rub
don't.
one
I
out,
really
ladies
don't
and
have to rub
gentlemen.
them out. Um,
He has no idea what the flashlight is.
I gotta
Wait a
jerk
minute. I
off.
used to have a patient that had.
He's upstairs having sex
Listen,
on the
I
10th
jerk off to
floor
let somebody,
with his
to let a
feet hanging
female
off
know.
the building. He doesn't know what the flashlight is, ladies and gentlemen.
Because you don't jerk off, and
Wait a
that
minute.
pussy's so
Nah,
good,
because
you're
I
gonna
remember I
know.
had a
So
patient
I
that
jerk
had one of
off
them. They had
like
used
a
the
lot, so
batteries.
I'm not hurt by pussy. Huh?
Oh wow, that's a lot of information.
I don't.
You know,
We
because
don't want to
if you
know
don't
all
jerk
that
off and
now.
you
So
That's a lot of
if you don't
information to
jerk
get
off,
some
nigga, and
Yes,
you
information.
we
get some good
do. This
pussy,
is America.
your mind.
They all want one of them.
Well, hey. I got a story. I had a patient that had a fleshlight, and I didn't know what it was, and he cut a hole. Okay, in a nursing home.
Mm-hmm. I never.
In a nursing home you have regular twin beds or whatever. You
Yeah.
ever seen the craftmatic? You ever seen the craftmatic bed or a hospital bed? So
definitely.
okay, so the patient they curve, like to sit up and whatever. So the patient cut a hole in it and put a flashlight in it.
Oh, he was having a good time.
Wait a minute. So he would go. He
My
wouldn't
nigga,
let people in
he
his
went and
room or
watched that
nothing.
Pinky
So
on
he would go in
the
the room about
Pinky's
8 o'clock. Remember in Bala? What was his name? I can't use the name. I can't use the name. All right. Yeah. So I can't use the name, but the person used to put their stuff in there,
What you
and
mean
we
it's
went to go
stuff?
make the
We
bed.
girl, you gotta be specific. We ain't children.
Yeah,
Put
you
his
over here
cum in
breaking
his
HIPAA
dick.
rules and shit.
What stuff? Stuffing, Christmas gift. What? And then y'all had to touch his dick.
He put his dick in there. He used to put his dick in there.
That's lightweight.
No, we had to clean up the cum.
Oh my God. And that's why we give a shout out to all the nurses and all the people that work with these
Listen, if I
patients.
get
We
that
give a
old,
shout out to y'all
you're gonna.
because y'all job is not
If
easy.
you're lucky, it's not on you. Because I'll probably
No,
wait till you get right in the
I wouldn't
room,
do it.
and I'll be
no,
like,
no.
He would have woke
Ever.
up with a good bed sore because I would not have moved
you
him,
know what?
changed
We're
his
going back
sheets or
to
nothing. He
snatchies. And
would
the
have
reason
had
why I
bed
brought
He's
sores.
snatchies up
yo. I got
is
some stories
because
to tell
this
you. I
nigga
can tell
Ben
you some
Simmons
stories.
is my hero. He's terrible on the court as a basketball player. Fuck Ben Simmons. Yes. And so what I want to talk about is this.
But he's
Terrible.
great as being
Hate
an
it or love
Indian
it, Ben
giver.
Simmons reportedly sent his ex, Maya Jama, a legal notice and said, bitch, I want my ring back. It's the main dollars. He, you know, it was
Yeah. Well, it was more so I think it was
what
800,000, but
800,000
he
more
wants
than
it
she
back.
should have got. Thank you for getting access.
But guess what? In any court, she
Right.
will not
I
be
got
obligated to give that back. It's a gift. Sorry, Ben Simmons.
Oh, it's a gift. Engagement ring. Yeah, he wants the engagement ring back.
Yeah, there's law. So many people have taken women to court to get engagement rings back. Unless a woman decides on her own
shout out
account
to
to
my
give it back, he's not getting it back. There's no court that would award him
shout
back
out
that
to
ring.
my
It's a gift.
ex-wife Kalina.
You
And
can't
let me
take
tell you
back a
what, and
gift
y'all gonna
unless
be
they had
mad at me.
something signed.
Y'all motherfuckers in this world gonna be mad at me. Right? And this is why it's fuck your feelings. That's why I'm, Spanish. She didn't feel compelled to keep a ring, and she wasn't with me. She did job me. She put that platinum 2-carat ring on the TV with a note, and she moved 8 houses down from me. She did job.
I mean, well, no,
Eight
I
houses.
gave back my engagement rings,
Oh,
and then when I got
you
engaged the
goofy.
second
Well,
time, I asked
you
for a different one.
engaging. You
I didn't want the
engaged. You get
same one.
engaged like that. You the engagement queen. Okay, we about to give you a new name.
No, that was toxic. But at the end of the day,
Right. And you gave that back. You
I
gave that
definitely
right.
felt like
Right.
I
You're
was
not
entitled
that
to
shit
a
ain't
new
an
ring.
earring. It's not a chain. It's not some shit you're gonna chop down and make. No, give me my shit back. We ain't on that type of time no more, motherfucker. Like, give me my shit back. And if I got argued for it, you was in it for the money.
Exactly. Be a fucking woman
No,
about it. Give it
because
back.
Judge Judy on small claim,
Is he
she
gonna take
going
her to
to R.
Judge Judy?
Kelly court. I'm about to put a drop for R. Kelly.
He's
Every
stupid.
time I say R. Backyard
Go
party.
to Wyndham.
Every time I say
I
R.
want him to
Kelly,
go to
it's gonna be
Judge
like a
Mathis.
backyard party.
Step, step,
R.
side
Kelly
to
is
side.
muted.
Bring it down.
You know why
Bring it
everybody
down.
got on
Parade.
It's because I'm
Bring
the
it back.
only nigga
And
that
let me
threw
see
R.
you do
Kelly a
the
going away
love
party.
slide.
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Mm.
You did, didn't
No,
you?
we was lit in this bitch.
And the only
We was
person in
cooking
attendance
steaks.
was
We was drunk as
yourself.
hell. One.
Listen, our type of people will come to any type of party, okay? They don't give a fuck. It would be a dog
Yeah,
funeral.
black people
We are
love to get
finding
lit,
any
yo. So
reason
you
to
can't
turn up
fault
and get
us.
lit,
You give
okay?
us a day off or something. We love it.
Yeah, we love a good time.
Hispanics are worse.
Yes, Hispanics have definitely
Well, you
taken
know
that
what? When
title.
you
Everything we
come
have, they just
Yes,
take it
yes.
over. It's like,
you
Yeah,
Hispanic,
yeah.
I have people
Hispanics are
coming up in
worse.
my inbox
I
like,
mean,
yo,
these motherfuckers in
damn,
my
she bad
complex
as
be
hell.
partying at
Yo,
4 in the morning.
hook me up. She Dominican? I'm like, yes.
I think,
I had
stop
people say she
lying
was
with
Dominican.
your nonsense. How you look Dominican?
It's been long.
Yeah, you could.
Didn't ever think that I would make it.
Oh God, y'all have me over here rocking to this man. I have to.
Yo,
I
let me
gotta
tell you
mute him.
something,
I
man.
gotta mute him.
That nigga got
That
better
shit
with
dope, and you
time.
know it. Knock it
Yo,
off.
I mean, he's a no. You can't discredit the fact that he's a musical genius. He is a musical genius. He's just sick in his mind, but he's a musical genius.
Okay. We had this conversation before, and I'm gonna throw it out here. Who could beat him if he didn't have all the charges
there's
and
a few
everything
niggas
like
that
that right
dust
there? He
that
was
nigga off
still
the
putting out
planet,
music,
nigga.
which he still is doing. Who would beat him in the verses?
Like who?
Stevie Wonder dust.
All right, this is not a R. Kelly promotion page, sir.
You know that's where I was
Next,
going. You know that's where I was going.
you mean the
Stevie will roast this nigga.
catalog?
That's the only person who I think
Right.
can't
He
be
gonna have a
beaten.
real
I don't
tough
think
time with
Stevie
Kenny
Wonder can be
Edmonds.
beaten. Yeah, it's a very tough time.
No,
But Kenny went with
Babyface.
Babyface. I mean, not
Oh,
Babyface.
So
let me tell you
Teddy
something. Let me tell you
Riley.
something very close.
how about we put Ronald Isley over there?
Very. She's 100%.
He's not going
If
to
we
beat
just
Stevie
take
Wonder.
No, not
Bucky and
Stevie
the
Wonder. I'm
Isley
talking
Brothers,
about R.
just say
Kelly.
Ron Isley.
Oh yeah.
R. Kelly. See, you know what? That's how you are a child.
Mr. Biggs.
Uh,
This is Mr.
No,
Biggs. How
you're
you doing, Mr.
you're a
Biggs?
fucking child because you. In my
No,
mind,
I'm
I'm
talking
thinking,
about all versions.
I keep hearing footsteps, babe.
I'm hearing
Footsteps,
that as
babe,
well, but I'm just
in
saying Mr.
the
Biggs
No,
because we're
no,
talking
I'm
about
dark.
just
R.
saying.
Are you
Kelly.
just
R.
The
Kelly and
Isley
Mr.
Brothers
Biggs did
really
a
was
song
the Isley
Ron
together.
Isley. So let's keep it real. Chris Jasper, I'm an Isley Brothers
Yeah.
fan.
Really?
But anyway,
Because you can't
but
name two of them other ones.
our
You can't.
all day in the park with he couldn't stand with the Isley Brothers.
None of us
He
can.
would get
I
demolished.
can't.
R. Kelly would die. The Isley Brothers would kill this nigga. Ron Isley would murder R. Kelly. Stevie Wonder murder R. Kelly. Oh, you know what?
Yes,
I ain't gonna say,
I
but I'm
was
gonna say
made
this.
to
No
an
problem.
Isley Brothers song and got my name from an Isley Brothers song.
That one of the greatest shits. This motherfucker.
Yes.
Well, how it
One
go?
of their illest
The
interludes.
jazz
Ah,
blowing
summer
through the
breeze
jasmine.
makes me feel fine.
Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
At that point, I was made.
Babyface would
Ah,
have a good
right
fight
there at
with
that
him
point.
because it'll be on and off. I wrote this. I sung this. Fight. Oh, I'm gonna tell you who getting R. Kelly out of here real
Yeah,
quick.
but I mean,
And
he's
y'all
a
gonna
dope
laugh.
producer.
And he a
He's not
young nigga.
necessarily like
Goddamn, Breezy. Yeah, Breezy.
Chris Brown.
Breezy gonna be
I can
Breezy
see
gonna,
that.
Maybe
I can see them
really gonna be
going.
like 12
maybe
play.
I can
And
see
Breezy
them
like,
going. I can
don't you
see
come with
that,
that
bro.
now
I'm
bullshit.
laughing
Oh,
because
now
maybe,
with that
but
bullshit. R.
okay,
R. Kelly
okay.
some goofy
Get
shit.
it
Chris
on
Brown get
and
them all. Hey,
poppin'.
shorty,
Hey.
what's your name? But Chris Brown got hits.
My feet don't.
Brown only my wife wanted to catch a charge with. When Chris Brown came
Hits.
out,
He got
he was
hits.
16, and my ex-wife was 29 at the time. She was like, that boy would get it. And I said, bitch, you are a pervert. But look at how he danced. I think Chris Brown is the greatest overall artist, and y'all gonna be mad at me. Next to Prince and Stevie Wonder, Chris Brown is the greatest overall artist of all time. I think he's a little
And
bit better
Michael
than Mike.
Jackson.
Chris Brown didn't
I,
have
I don't agree.
Chris Brown did.
as someone who's seen that dude perform, that motherfucker put on a show.
No, he's talented. I give you that, but I just feel like when you look at a performer overall,
No.
Chris Brown really
All that.
stunted his growth in some of his
Michael Jackson
antics. So
laid
that's
down
why
with
I
little
just
boys,
can't put
right?
him
So
above
listen,
MJ.
we
I feel
only
like
one.
he can't. But I mean, Michael is worldwide. I mean, Chris Brown will never get the heat, like, or never get bumped like
I think
MJ
Chris
gets
Brown is
bumped
right where he
overseas,
needs
or
to
how
be,
MJ.
an
I
icon to
mean,
the
Michael
black community.
Jackson is an icon.
As long as you don't rape no,
Yeah, and I
look,
mean,
Chris
but
Brown
I
gonna
mean,
live
talking in
forever.
that way, I mean,
Mike blew up at a
he
point where he was
definitely.
fucking out of the stratosphere, and it was so hard for him to keep that shit up. He made a lot of great music, but it was always in the shadow. Chris Brown is always like, that shit fly, that shit dope. We never compare Chris Brown records to. He doesn't have a Thriller, so that he doesn't have shit that we gonna always compare him to. That nigga got fucking Run It.
He does have a
He said,
Billie Jean.
right.
Yeah, but he don't have a
Yeah.
Billie Jean, and he damn sure don't have a Thriller.
I'll give you one better. I'd rather
My
have a
my,
J. Cole career than a
you got
Nas career.
4-year-olds singing Thriller.
Because Nas is always chasing Illmatic. Hear me out.
Please don't ever speak on Nas. Nas is a
You
beautiful, wonderful Virgo man. Please do
But what
not.
I'm saying
word
to
up,
you
word up.
is
You shut your whore mouth about the great
Yeah,
Nasir Jones.
please do
no,
Fuck
not
is
you're
wrong
missing.
with you?
please.
Okay.
He went
Would
up
you rather
against
have,
Jay-Z and was not defeated. He did not run
would
with
you
his tail between his
career
legs.
based off
He turned
one
around and
pinnacle
he
album
manned
and
up.
you
So
chasing
we are
that your
not.
whole career, or just have a dope body of work where it's like you're able to be artistic, but you accept Mike? When Mike made Thriller, it was up, nigga. It was, nigga, he had to make Thriller 8, nigga. He had to get more zombies. No, what I'm saying is J. Cole never
Yeah,
had
but
a,
you
a
just said J.
Illmatic.
Cole versus
So
Nas. Like,
all
J.
they
Cole
make
couldn't
Yeah.
great
touch
music and
Nas.
we be like, that's dope. But when you,
And J. Cole never had a Stillmatic.
yo,
Yeah, but
hey, you
J.
know
Cole
what?
never
I ain't
even
gonna
had
say
a
it because you're a
Stillmatic.
woman,
J.
but if you
J.
was a
Cole
man, I'd
couldn't
tell you,
even touch
shut
any
your
of
whole
that.
mouth. But y'all heard fucking Forest Hills Drive. Forest Hills
Okay,
Drive.
so how do you feel about it, Mr. I Hate It Here? Do you think that J. Cole could touch Stillmatic?
No,
You
J.
old
Cole
fuck.
could not touch Stillmatic. And the
Absolutely
fact of the
not.
matter is have you listened to the Kings disease? Have you listened to Nas for last 4
And
albums?
do you understand the knowledge and the jewels that Nas has been dropping on black men
Come on, yo. I
for
mean, like it's still shit.
decades?
Y'all
Decades.
Come
Loving
on, man.
yourself.
out.
You were
'Cause
king.
you
I mean,
fucking
J.
was
Cole
born
is
in
doing it, but J. Cole is
low
doing it
key. You're a
on a
Brooklyn
certain
chick, and
subpar
you
level.
really bigging up the
Nas was
gods from
talking
Queens.
about that when that
So
wasn't
you might
popular.
can't come back home, my nigga.
That's a lie because the gods from Queens and the gods from Brooklyn all united. So there's never a way, and they all unite in Mecca when they all go to Harlem. So there will never be a way that the gods from
I
Brooklyn and the
think that
gods from Queens is
when you
ever
have an album
separated.
that's so pinnacle and dope,
New Jeru.
it fucks up your
I
career
just love saying
because
that.
you're chasing. And when I talk about chasing, I'm talking about people who had those albums. Like, nigga, you made an album called Stillmatic. You're
I don't feel
still
like
that
Nas
shit.
chases at all because Nas is never in the media. Nas, even what he did with Khalees,
No,
Khalees tried to assassinate his
based,
character. He still never went against his
when
baby
you make
mother
an
until
album
it
called
got too
Stillmatic,
crazy. I
that's
respect
like you
Nasir
trying to make a
Jones. I will
daughter
always
called
respect that man.
Midwinter, right?
No, there's no way. Cause no, he was letting people
Hold
know
on.
like he's still ill. Like
Yeah,
that's
Our
just what it
caller is
is.
talking. Our caller.
that's your
Word
dream.
is born. I mean, like,
You seem
Hey,
like a
caller,
real
what you got to
Nas
say,
hater
caller?
over there.
he seems like a real Jay-Z fan. Jay-Z fan.
Oh, you.
That's what he sounds
I
like.
thought you called. Thought you said something. But
Okay.
You were saying something.
No, I'll say this. Nas is still that man. He
Yes,
will
and
now,
will always be.
always be that.
Yes, he didn't get Flowers, and he definitely deserved
So
his
we
flowers.
started
I
about
give you your
flowers last
flowers,
week, and we
Mr.
might,
Nasir
and
Jones.
this is dope because we bring it full circle. Jeff brought something into fucking fruition that I wanted to give a lot of props to, because this was the first guy who ever let me in a fucking real studio. Shout out to Tony Dofat. Shout out to all my niggas from Mount Vernon. A lot of real niggas in Mount Vernon. I think one of the most underrated rappers as far as his contribution to hip hop. And we always give LL all that props. All that. Being commercial.
Cool, Heavy D.
Heavy D. And
Are
let
you
me
gonna
give
say
you the
Heavy D?
stats.
So
Heavy
we're gonna
D
get to it. We're gonna get to it.
created a genre of hip hop called R&B hip hop. It started with a group called Levert.
Well,
He was the New Jack
was
Swing.
Heavy D part of the New Jack Swing era?
But,
Okay. Well, I
but,
mean,
but,
I,
but
I definitely
before
think
you
that
get
Heavy
into it, let me
D.
give him his
I mean,
props and
Heavy
comment.
D to be overweight, light
So when
skinned,
we
he
talk
came in
about
crushing it.
R&B hip hop, when we talk about people singing and having a hip hop verse, the first record of recollection, we're going to talk about Blondie's record, but we're gonna fast forward to Just Cooling. Just Cooling with Levert and Heavy D was the first popular rap record in the New Jack City era, New Jack Swing era, that had a rapper at the end. And Heavy D bodied that shit. Heavy D never gets proper radio play. When he was on the radio every hour, Heavy D never gets props for introducing the world to an unknown rapper from fucking Brownsville, Brooklyn, by the name of Biggie Smalls on a record called A Bunch of Niggas. Heavy D don't get props for making a dope hit called No Curses. We had hardcore rappers not cursing, including Coogee Rap. What do you talk to me about how you feel about Heavy D, aka the White Myers of motherfucking Mount Vernon, of Jamaican descent? Let's go. I said,
Well,
Jeff,
I
talk
definitely
to me,
know that
Jeff.
Heavy D did the theme song. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm just gonna run off a couple of his hits right quick because, like, I brought it to you. I sent it to you immediately. Like, why doesn't he get the credit that he deserves? You brought up the
You could
Levert
be thin
song,
as a
but
milkshake,
he was also on the
thick
great
as a
Janet
milkshake,
Jackson
thin
song,
as a
"All
heartbreak.
Right with
I love
Me."
you to
If
death,
I'm
but I
not
ain't pressed for
mistaken,
you.
he
You
got
should
a
know.
Grammy
He
for
said
that
you could
shit.
be thin
Okay,
as a
all right,
a snowflake or thick as a
okay,
milkshake. I love you to death, but I'm not pressed with a heartbreak. That's all right. We're talking about 1990. Talk to me, Jeff.
okay,
Innovative.
okay.
Oh
91.
my God.
Now that we found love, 91. Is it good to you?
Quick.
Okay, somebody for me with I'll Be Sure. Now got nothing but love for you. Big Daddy. Big Daddy when he was dancing on the stage, he still had it. Mr. Big Stuff. Girls, they love
All
me.
time.
Okay, we got our own thing. You could go on and on. The overweight lovers in the house. To me, he had the best verse on. Oh, look, I want to get this clear. To me, he had the best verse on the Self Destruction song. He had the best verse. I don't give a
Oh,
damn what nobody said. He did. Heaven's at the door, so there'll be no bum rushing. Come on, man. They call us animals. I don't agree with them. We prove them wrong, but right is what you're proving them.
shout out to D.
Okay? We'll all be on our knees praying. Okay?
And then
All right?
talk about him.
Heavy D deserves his props. He does. Okay? Like he made soul albums and stuff like that right there. His number one highest he got on the Billboard chart was number 5, and that was Now That We Found Love. I mean, he never got a number 1 hit,
Hold on,
but he was
real quick.
always in the
Overweight
mix.
love.
And you're right.
Play,
He is big. People call Big the king of R&B. Know what I mean? Nah, he's a. Is it good to you?
Oops, let me run. Says I get the whipped cream. You can't have ice cream without whipped cream. What's a nice cube
To make you swing. My main man did it. He didn't do the right thing in all the right places. While I'm watching make
Yo,
faces.
he was
Come a little closely. Let me draw the
he was
curtains because my neighbors are
respectable.
Nobi.
He didn't talk about
Many your
and
call,
like
but the
shit.
choices
He didn't
are
call women
few.
bitches. He wasn't gangster. He was a fat, light-skinned nigga that danced. I'm gonna hold you back. Jazz, give me your impression of Dwight Myers, aka Heavy D.
Well, I definitely want to give Heavy D his flowers because number one,
Next,
he was
everyone,
the first overweight sex symbol. Let's make that very clear. And then number two, if you
you
knew
can
or you
do
didn't
what
know,
you
he had the theme
do.
song for In Living
Jazz,
Color.
yo, I need some hand claps. My
What you
producer over there,
wanna
the
do
Jazz.
Oh
Yo,
in Living
yeah!
and
Color?
oh my god. Oh, let's talk, Jazz. Go ahead. Go.
Word is born.
And then number three,
That gave
and then
way
number
to
three,
a,
he
a
also was the
fledgling
president
nigga
of Uptown Records.
called Sean Combs.
Yes. So I mean, he definitely. So I mean, Heavy D definitely, but kicked in
Heavy
some
D
doors. So
Drake.
I definitely want to give
Heavy
Heavy
D
D his
was
flowers. Definitely.
Father MC. Okay. Mary J. Blige.
I
Okay.
would go as far as this.
He had his hands in
He
all
was
that.
the overweight, light skinned
You gotta get
Drake
a man his props.
of that era. He was
Jodeci.
sensitive. He wasn't a dick, but he was cool. He wasn't as don't
The
don't
song
don't.
don't do you remember the song Don't You Know? When he talk about going to get married to the girl? Don't you know? Don't you know? He didn't even rap on that song, ladies and gentlemen. He just was telling how he felt from his heart. The shit didn't rhyme no
Heavy
nothing.
D.
Oh
Shout out to Ralph
God.
McDaniels.
Give
Shout
my
out to
man his
Uncle
props.
fucking
I'm
Ralph.
about to go get a Heavy D
Because we
t-shirt
wouldn't
tomorrow.
know.
That's
We
it.
none of that shit. But when I seen that big motherfucker pull up in that Wrangler Jeep,
Did you
and
say
he got on stage, and that motherfucker said, "I'm your Mr. Big Stuff." Oh yeah, I was.
stop?
So shout out.
Who do you think you are?
Oh,
We got
Oh,
our
let's
own
also not
thing.
forget
hold on.
Heavy D
Slow
dated
down.
Halle Berry.
Shut your fucking mouth, Jack. Fucking.
Whoa! Whoa!
I heard that before. Where y'all been?
Whoa! I've never heard that.
Google it.
I heard that.
Heavy D.
I'm on the motherfucker right
I
now.
Mind
remember
you,
that.
Jeff,
That
she
was
younger
big
than
news.
us. How the fuck
Heavy
you
D
don't know
dated
this?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, that
Listen,
pussy was
Heavy
for the
Googling it
streets, man,
now.
back in the
Berry.
day, man. Yo, she fucked with, yo, you know that pussy for the streets. You fucked,
You'll leave Hallie alone. Who was it?
you
David
fucked Heavy
Justice?
D and Ric Flair. How do you fuck Heavy D
Oh!
and you fuck, that's how you know that pussy was for, you fucked Ric Flair, bitch. Like, how you go from Heavy D, Wesley Snipes, Dave Justice, Eric Benet, Ric, oh shit. You ain't,
Jeff Crawford. Nigga, don't leave
you
me
did
off the
not get
list.
nothing in your life, Jose. Yo,
Don't
shout
leave me
out to
off
my
the
brother,
list.
Child Nigga. Listen, let me tell you, best Christmas gift I ever got, 1998, right? We had just come back from Cali making an album. And he said, come to my house, Halle Berry's here. Your man calls you, he lives on Route 22 in some condos. He says, come to my house, Halle Berry's here. I said, if Halle Berry ain't at your house, I'm beating the fuck out of you in front of your mom, who my mother.
Intrigued.
I went to this nigga house and Halle Berry was dead, nigga. Halle Berry was like 5'4", slim. I'm gonna be honest. This sounds real fucked up. I wouldn't fuck Halle Berry in like real life. Like Halle Berry is not a girl I would talk to in a club. Halle Berry would be like, no, I like fat asses. Halle Berry was built like a
It was only the
12-year-old boy
hairdo.
with thigh.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yes, this
She
was
had the mumps in her
this
So
chest.
this was
was this
before Billy
during the
Bob hit her
losing
from the back and
Isaiah
told
time
her,
and how?
Yeah, who
"Good,
is this?
good." She
Okay,
was
so this
yo.
wasn't months.
Speaking
Make
of,
me feel
and we're gonna
good.
end this
It was
out
in
right here. We got
Isaiah.
6 minutes. But
Okay.
speaking of skinny bitches that done got thick, Erica Badu is at Erica Badu is at a stage now where
That picture was catfish.
she got one more time, dog. She got one more time to post that ass, and I'm gonna need an OnlyFans from Erica.
But did you see the angles on the?
You're gonna
Get out.
you're
And
gonna shut your whore mouth about Loretta Lowdown, okay? You're gonna shut your mouth.
But did you see the angles on the picture? When you look at the angles
yeah,
on the
I don't
picture,
give a fuck.
it was that
They
one
did
angle
that they
made it
did it as a thirst
sexual.
trap.
When you look at the
Anytime you
other
got some
angle of
shit
the
going up
picture, it's
your
not
ass
sexual.
and your shit look like two little cassava melons and your daughter ass fat and she over the age, you're thirst trapping. You could have took a picture with y'all faces saying, "Hey, mommy, daughter time."
But even the picture that was normal, the picture that wasn't from the
They do that
bottom,
all the
the
time.
picture that
Shout
was
out to
just
Erica
straight on,
Badu.
that picture was not bad at all. Yeah, that picture wasn't horrible.
Nigga, let me tell you,
It's the
I don't give a
picture,
fuck if
it's
from
the
the
picture
top up,
that's
the
from
side
the
up.
bottom up. That's
That's
the
a
picture
fat
that
ass.
is definitely
And that's a
suggestive.
young fat ass next to it. You don't take pictures like that with your daughter unless you putting that pussy on the street. Listen, bruh, bruh. If your daughter and your all right, all right.
Oh, knock it off.
Knock it off.
That's a thirst trap, nigga. Look at her face, like that. Yo,
Yeah, it is.
listen,
That picture
Unfortunate
is
for you
what.
guys.
This is
nigga.
Erica Badu we're talking
But
about.
that
How
picture,
often does Erica Badu
Yeah,
post
but that
thirst
right
traps?
there
Come
is
well,
on.
Erica Badu did have a music video where she was walking completely
nigga,
butt naked in the street.
nigga.
In front of the JFK Memorial.
My point exactly, but that had nothing to do with being naked. You got to go back to the making of
I
that
hate to.
video to see the whole
It doesn't
premise of
matter.
it.
People only
Right,
watched it
right. Let
because
me
she
tell you
was
one
butt
thing.
ass naked.
No, me, I'm an
No,
Erica Badu
I watched it because
nigga.
I love the
When
song.
I'm on
Bye.
Yeah,
more,
and you're like one of the few. Most men
I'm
had
an Erica
that
Badu
video
fan.
on repeat.
So
I know a
Windows,
man was watching that with the
I
lotion
already
in his
heard the
hand.
story
I
Exactly.
of
mean,
the video. Window seat was rocking. I understand.
Me
She
too.
wanted the window seat in the
me
train of
too.
life just to watch shit. It was amazing to me. When she got butt naked, that wasn't really hot to me. Like, I'm cool. That
Not to you, but for a lot of people, that was the talk for a very long time, and people
Nah,
replayed that video. Did
I
you
was
see
scared.
Erica
that shit right there
Badu? She
made me
must have
think I
lost
gotta
her
shout out
mind.
Erica
She was
Badu.
butt naked.
The J-
If I come around that bitch drinking a wheat tea smoothie
You
and
might. Why
slipping some
wouldn't
I
you?
don't
spiritual
want a
shit,
shot with
fake
her.
shit, she fucked Jay Electra.
Man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with that, yo. Hey, yo, man, she gonna hit you with that knowledge
That's
120,
why I
yo.
Yep,
always
and
say.
you're
Ask
gonna
you a
lose
couple
your
That's,
questions.
mind.
Know what I
that's
mean?
She's
why
gonna blow
I said
your
it.
brain
Real.
I
real quick.
always say, and people
Ooh.
will get mad at me. I think Common's
That's
a
why I said, like, I
homosexual.
don't think that shit was a
But we're
thirst
gonna
trap.
cut this off. Yo, he's my favorite rapper in the
Oh
world. He's over
gosh.
nine. My
Great
favorite
You
way.
rapper in
leave
the world is
Rashid the
Common.
fuck
Been
alone.
now.
What the hell's wrong
Let me
with
help
you?
you with that. But when you fucked Erica Badu, Serena, Carrie Hill, all them bad bitches,
Oh,
and you couldn't get one wife, they ain't that bad. They not bad. Then you kind of want a boy, you want some boy pleasure.
Hey man.
Yo, I'll tell you something. If you fuck
Oh
Erica
man, come the
Badu,
fuck
not
on,
everybody
yo.
Serena
You
wants to
can't,
be
Williams,
yo.
married.
a couple bad
Yeah, man.
Tarajis, you fucked a bunch of bad Hollywood bitches, and you can't figure. Man, if
Okay.
you
But
fuck
maybe
bitches
they
and they
wasn't serving
become
what he
other
needs.
niggas'
At the
wives,
end of the day,
yo,
Andre
Yeah,
fuck it.
Andre 3000 fucked Erica Badu
Let me tell you
too.
something.
and so did the
Let me
DOC.
Yeah, like come on. What was it?
All of
God
What's
these
damn
it?
women. Wait, wait a minute. All of these
right.
women
You know why?
that you
You know why?
named, what the hell did they do after dating
Why
Common? Serena's married to a
break it
white
down?
dude. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Erica
The
Badu
same
still
thing.
isn't married. Okay.
The same thing they
Erica
do
Badu
after
still
they
ain't
date
married. She fucked
Puffy.
around and had
Let
another
me tell you
kid by
something.
somebody
Yeah, it's the
else.
At
same thing
least
they do when after they
You know
date
what I mean?
Puffy. They go with
Puffy keep his bitches for 10
another
years or
race.
better.
They go on,
Common,
or
They go
Puffy,
they
on
single.
yonder.
Yeah,
right. Common bitches. Hold on. And you fucked
The 10
Angela
years are
Rye.
better. 10 years
You
are
fucked
better.
a smart
10
bitch
years are
with a
better.
fat ass.
You
She
can't
bad.
argue with that. He does.
Oh, oh, you're helping my cause. The
he also
boys
fucked
like
Tiffany
boys.
Haddish.
If you done went through all of these niggas, it ain't everyone. All right, I'm gonna give you an example.
You
I used to
don't
be a
like
whore.
boys. Well,
Let me just tell you about my life.
wait a minute.
Just a
Wait a
little
minute.
bit.
Wait a minute.
I can't walk through Essex County. Any bad bitch in Essex County that's above age, you know what I mean? And I finally figured out, yo, I got, situations and shit. I ain't no fag. None of that shit. I'm gonna say it, niggas. I don't give a fuck, America. Block me. We trying to get canceled. I'm gonna say no. Any man
No, don't
that
block
many
us.
women,
The
Do not
hell's wrong
block
with
us.
you? We
We're
got
just gonna
traction here.
we're gonna
any man
censor
go
you,
through that
sir.
many
Jesus.
women, and they bad,
Oh.
and
I
they
like
of
it here.
means, they
Stop.
ain't bums. And I read his book. He was sexually molested by a man. That boy, Rashid Lynn, that who's my favorite rapper. Yo, if I did all
No, we're not putting that on Common here. We're
No, we're
just
not
not
gonna put
we're
that
not
on
gonna
there.
if
do
It
that.
just
doesn't
We
mean
we
did
don't
it
have
anything.
all,
we
Nah,
don't
That's
have
the
many
son.
black
case.
men at this
all right.
point as
No
it
woman
is,
in the
and
world would look at
we're
me.
just not gonna do
No
that
woman,
to a fellow black man.
No,
We're just not
we're
gonna
not
do
gonna
that.
do that because it's trauma connected to that shit.
Bro, one thing I can say is like you can't make that argument because you're in that same position, and I know good damn well like you ain't like that. You
That's
can't
right.
make like you deal with a whole bunch of bad chicks. He deals with a whole lot of bad chicks. Does that make you gay?
but
No,
guess
it
what?
don't.
You know,
And there's a
I
whole bunch of white
believe
men
this
that done
shit.
ran through the industry and
No,
didn't marry not one of them white
no,
women.
I'm gonna,
So we're not
Exactly.
even gonna do that.
We're gonna say Leonardo
right. I'm gonna tell you
DiCaprio.
why this
DiCaprio,
podcast is gonna be the
exactly.
shit. Because let me
You
tell
know,
you
he
That
something.
don't
nigga's
he don't
fucking
date
bitches half his
over
In
age.
order to realize
25.
who I am,
Exactly.
I had to go through my mental shit, right? And like you said, dealing with all these women and all this shit, this was daunting on me. It was like, nigga, you got kids, you caught a few for a couple years and all that shit. And in my mind, I was like, yo, maybe the molestation, all that shit, done pushed me to where I can't even have a mental connection and goofy shit. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. I don't play games with my partner. No,
Well, Nick Cannon has 50 children by
no, no,
50 women, and he's definitely not gay. So we're just going to leave it at that. We're
no,
just going to leave it at
no,
About
that,
49,
sir.
49, 49
yo,
women. You
Yes,
forgot. You got
49
I
20.
say,
women. We're just not going to
49
do
yo,
that.
women.
We're
I'm
not,
scared of
we're
breathing the same
not
air
going to
that
do
man
but this
that.
is
breathes.
like
I'm
a porn.
scared. I'm
We're
scared,
at the
Lord.
end
I
time
walk
to,
and he walk
but
past me. I'm
everybody that joined in tonight,
Yes.
thank y'all for your input. I want to thank y'all for giving me the time, for giving us the time. This is the Fuck Your Feelings podcast, which means nothing is off the table. We talk our shit. I'm Brooke Acosta. That's my motherfucking Cody. Motherfucking Mr. I producer Big Mo on the motherfucking shit. We got motherfucking the motherfucking
Hey,
antagonist of everything, Miss No IG, and you know what it is. And we got a guest that chimed in. I want to tell y'all. I want to tell
Yo,
y'all
yo,
one
yo.
thing. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We love y'all. We out
Bye.
sincerely. Promote. First and foremost, like, share this motherfucking shit. Y'all are part of this shit. We doing this together. Do it. Like it, subscribe, and post it. I'm out, bitches.
And we
I'm
out.
out. We out.